Hey guys, it's WK Nation. I'm Kiana. And I'm Kira. Welcome back to another vlog. It is Vlogmas Day 3. Okay, today we will be doing the second part of our story time that everyone has been waiting for.
Yes. The best friends. Or the part 2 of how we lost our best friends.
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
So if you see us looking down, it's because we, of course, have our notes.
Yes. So,
I'm just going to go first.
You can.
Okay, so mine's code name is going to be, I guess we can call him Michael. So we met my freshman year of high school, and we had a few classes together. And I believe we officially started talking in my algebra class, like algebra 1. It was algebra 1. We met in there, and then I found out I had him in English too. So we started talking. We became friends, I guess. Whatever. And so we ended up exchanging kicks because that was popular then. But we exchanged kicks, and we started texting and stuff. And then he ended up moving my sophomore year, or our sophomore year. And then the summer of my sophomore year, he told me he liked me. And I really wish I had those screenshots. But so he told me, I believe, in August of my sophomore year, the summer before my sophomore year. And then when the school year started, he told me that he didn't want to ruin our friendship, so we forgot about it and moved on. And then that my sophomore year we started falling off because he ended up getting a girlfriend and he started getting busy. Don't have time for your best friend, even though I was there for your girlfriend, whatever. But eventually he ended up stopped talking to me. And then by September, I was tired of him brushing me off and not making time for me because, it was whatever. But get a girlfriend, don't know how to act.
They never do.
So I decided to delete his number, delete our text messages, delete any pictures, whatever reminding me of him. I was through him. I don't want to see him no more. I don't want to hear from him. I was done. I was like, who are you? Who is that? So, we didn't talk for a while. Of course, we didn't talk for a while. And, I caved and texted him on Christmas. And he said, who is this? Because, his story was he got a new phone and he didn't remember my number. But you had Instagram, you had Snapchat, and my DMs were always open. I don't even think it was a setting to where I can receive DM. Well, I guess you could say it like that. But I didn't even block him on Instagram or Snapchat. But anyways, you could have DM'd me on there. But whatever. You have it your way. So I ended up forgiving him, and I let him bring his bull into the next year. And so, according to my notes, around February of the next year, he ended up getting another girlfriend. And then he completely stopped talking to me then again. And I continued, I am very emotional when it comes to my friendships or relationships because I put a lot of time and effort into each relationship that I have with each and every person that I have a relationship with. So if you're not reciprocating those actions, then it's like, why are you even here? So, of course, I cried. Dumb, I know. But I cried and cried and cried, you know. And then a few days, 4 days to be exact, that's how long they lasted. He came calling me, telling me that they'd broken up. What are you telling me for? You forgot about me. You got her, so what's the point? But I told him how I felt. I was honest. I was like, you get these little girlfriends and then you forget about me. Like, I wasn't there before them. Not that I'm expecting you to treat, or for me to be over them or whatever. Like, just make sure you keep that balance because I don't want you. They can have you, but like, remember, I'm your friend. And I'm a girl, I could give you help. You want to surprise her, I can help. You need a girl's perspective on a situation, I can help. Like, but they don't think about that type of stuff. So, I told him how I felt about him treating me or whatever. My whole thing is like, if we're best friends, why would you have stopped talking to me because you got a girlfriend? So he played it off, acted like he didn't do anything.
They usually do.
And then I still let him be my friend. I let him be my friend. But yeah, I still let him stay or whatever. Then I really started to get fed up. Realizing that I was being treated the way that I was because I was allowing it. So I'd get upset, I'd cry, he'd ignore all that, and then he'd come talk to me. I'd tell him how I felt, he'd ignore that too, and then I'd let him stay. So he was like, oh, well, she's gonna stay anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Y'all better quit thinking like that.
And then, he ended up coming to visit because he was still gone when all this was happening. He ended up coming to visit twice in the process of me cutting him off. Because you know they say that a girl's mind leaves before her body follows, or her heart follows, however that goes. That was me. I was in the process. I was like slowly in my mind letting go. And then my heart and my body was starting to follow. And he come trying to see me, trying to maneuver his way back in. One foot out the door. One foot out the door. The other one's about to go out. The door about to be closed and locked. But, so by the end of last year, I had officially cut him off. He would still call me. Well, I guess cut off meaning I wasn't his best friend anymore. I didn't talk to him about it. I just, to me, he was not my best friend anymore. I didn't tell him he wasn't my best friend anymore because I had to get myself together enough to be able to tell him that. Because that was 4 years of a friendship, supposed to be friendship, that, I don't know why. But I couldn't tell him right then and there. I had to let it, I guess, marinate and think about it. And then, so he'd still call me and stuff. And then after a few months of me not being his best friend, or him not being my best friend, I decided to delete his number. And then I unfollowed him on Instagram.
You know it's real.
So,
on Instagram.
I mean, but I saw him on Snapchat, so it's really pointless at this point.
And delete the messages.
Oh yeah, I deleted the messages. But he ended up DMing me, asking if we could be friends again. Because I did end up telling him that he was not my best friend anymore. But he said I was still his best friend. So
dudes are crazy.
Is that a thing? Like, so yeah, 4 years, you know, that's a long time, but I mean, you can't hold on to something just because of the history. You have to know how you want to be treated. And you
even
most
in friendships.
definitely, yes, because you can't allow any and everything, because then they'll see that you're going to stay through whatever, so then they're going to treat you
like whatever.
Exactly. So you set the tone for how someone treats you, so don't let anybody treat you any kind of way, because you are more than that. You're worth more than that, and you deserve more than that.
And you don't technically need anybody but your mom or your whatever parent you have or whatever guardian you have around. And if you don't have anybody around, I'll be your friend.
Right.
I think I'm a good friend.
I try to be.
Yeah, I try to be. But
so just make sure that you communicate and just, express your feelings. And of course, never date your best friend. We didn't date, but everybody has that best friend state. This happened twice to me, but everybody has those relationships where you're best friends with someone and y'all go through that liking each other stage.
I heard about mine in the first part.
You can get through that and be fine. Kudos to you. But it just, our relationship actually turned unhealthy. But we're not going to get into that. That's how I lost my second best friend, so.
Yeah. So, so for me, the code name that I'm going to be using for my ex-best friend is Aunt. And the two other people involved are Jade and Elizabeth. Okay, so, well, first of all, let me start by saying, don't ever let a man belittle you or make you feel less than what you are, or try to change what you believe in or how you feel about something, your morals, your values, whatever the case may be. Do not ever let somebody make you feel that way. Because if that's how they make you feel, leave, sis. Leave. Or, bro, if y'all be feeling like that. But mainly for my girls out here. But let's just get into the story time. Yeah. But me and Aunt weren't best friends for long. We didn't even know each other that long. So technically he wasn't my best friend, but that's just what we called each other. So it all started because we had statistics together at the college that I'm at now. And he was in my class. And I walked in on the first day and I saw him and I thought he was cute. So I was like, oh, he's cute. But I was like, I ain't even worried about that. I'm worried about school, about to hit these books, get these good grades, which I did. I passed with a B. And that's math. And that's hard. So I'm proud of that B. Okay. But I wasn't worried about him because I was like, I'm focused on school. I don't have time for boys. I was like, okay, cool. He's cute. Great. Something to look at when I get bored. But so after the first day, I don't know when he moved to the seat next to me, but let's just say my dude was plotting. Because it was one day after class. I was walking in the hallway to meet her by her classroom because we would sit outside her classroom until she went into class. And I was walking down the hallway and he was standing on the right side on the wall talking to his friends. And they were all like, oh, that's the girl. That's her right there. And I was like, I don't even know you and I haven't done anything to you. Why are you discussing me? But after that, I just ignored it because I was like, whatever, I don't have time. And then, I don't know, I guess I know for sure that he approached me in October. So it was like a month at least that went by. And they just kept saying that every time they saw me. That's the girl, that's her right there. Blah, blah, blah. So on October 12th, I remember this day exactly because that is the day I decided I was going to freaking play with my life. Like, yes, what are you doing? Come here. Get it together. Leave him alone. Anyways, so on October 12th, it was after I left the library because I used to go to the library to study. Not that I don't study anymore, but I just study somewhere else now. I was leaving the library and him and his friend what can we call him?
Which one?
Marlon. We're gonna go with Marlon. Okay. So
My name is.
I don't know, but
Sorry if your name is Marlon.
Yeah. But Ant and his friend Marlon caught me outside of the library. Like I was walking from the library to meet her, like I usually do. And they caught me and they stopped me and they're like, "Hey, twin." And I was like, "Hey." And so, well, disclaimer, before they stopped me in the hallway, they would always speak to us in the hallway when they saw us. They'd be like, "Hey, twin," and we respond, "Hey." And then Marlon would be like, "Oh, they're so cute." Like he was just fascinated with us. Little did we know. But anyways, so Marlon was like, "Hey, are y'all busy or do y'all want to go out sometime?" And I was like, well, at the time she was talking to somebody. Well, that's just, yeah, we're gonna leave that alone. But she was talking to somebody, and we not the type of people to be entertaining more than one person, like, because I don't want nobody doing that to me. So I was like, well, she's talking to somebody, but we could go ask her and see if she gives y'all a different answer than what I'm telling you. And they were like, okay. But before we even walked down there, they were trying to figure out which one I was, because I had class with Ant. So he didn't know which one I was. He just knew I had a twin. He was like, "Which one are you? Are you the one I have class with?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh, well, I want this one. Like I'm some type of option. Like I'm on a freaking menu."
Let me get number 2, please.
Right. But we're not going to get into that. So he's like, "I want this one." And then Marlon was like, "Oh, well, I'm going to take the other one." First of all, you're not going to take anything. Obviously, but okay. If only y'all knew. But so we walked down the hallway to meet her, and he asked her, "So, do you think we could go out sometime?" And the dude that she talks to, he was like, "Well, I don't see anything wrong with y'all being friends." And of course, if I'm gonna go, he wasn't gonna let me go by myself. So, cause that's my brother. But he wasn't gonna let me go by myself. So he's like, "Yeah, you could go." So we were supposed to go to Razoo's. That never happened. But yeah. So after that day, me and Ant, of course, we still had class together. So I would see him, and he sat by me every day after that. Except when it got closer to the end of the semester. For what reasons, I don't know, but I'm sure I do know. The next day, we exchanged numbers. And we started talking, like we were going to date or something. And we talked for 2 days. And then because of the stuff that I believe in and because of the morals and values that I have, he didn't want to change me or make me into something that I'm not, basically. And he was real for that. He was the first dude that has ever told me technically what was up in the beginning, instead of leading me on just to say he wanted to pursue me in another way later. So I do thank him for that. But what came after that is what just completely, like, no. If I don't ever got to see dude again in my life, I will be glad. So after that, he asked me, since we decided that we weren't going to talk anymore, he's like, "Do you want to just be best friends?" And I was like, "Well, I've been looking for a boy best friend, so that would be cool." Yeah. I wasn't tripping. I mean, I liked him, but not enough to, be upset about us not talking anymore or anything like that. So I was cool. I was like, okay, whatever. So the next day we had school. We were cool. I don't know when it started happening, but one of these days I went to go meet my sister, and we were standing in the hallway after I had got out of my statistics class with Ant. And it was these 2 girls that were with him the day that everybody was saying, "Oh, that's the girl, that's her right there." I thought they were his little sisters. I thought. So Jade and Elizabeth, this is where they come in. So Jade was the one messing with Ant. I had no idea about this girl. I didn't know who she was, where she came from. She looked too young to be at the school to me, but I was like, whatever. That's not my business. So, Jade and Elizabeth, who were best friends, they were walking down the hallway, and they said something about a B word. And I do not take kindly to people disrespecting me and calling me out of my name if I've not called you out of your name or disrespected you. I don't even know you, sis. What you mad for? Like, dude didn't say nothing about you. And then, we're not gonna get into that. But, I don't even know who you are. Why are you calling me out my name? Like, I'm nice. You can come ask me what you want to know. But that never happened. So, it doesn't even matter. But they did that continuously for a couple of weeks. And I told him, get your girl. Because I don't know who she is and I don't play with kids. Like, this girl was in high school. And you're a kid. Stay in a kid's place. Get your credits for high school. And then graduate. And then maybe we can talk. But they went on to pursue better things. So, happy for them. But that went on for a while, and I was fed up with it because I was like, I don't disrespect anybody. I don't do anything to anybody. And that whole situation created a lot of drama for me in my life because I was best friends with this dude that didn't tell me he had a girl. And I found out, well, I pieced it together myself, but I found out that he was talking to that girl. He was talking to Jade while he was trying to pursue me. So I guess she found out about me and thought I was still trying to talk to him because we were best friends. And, you know, you give the one-armed hug like that or whatever. I never put both my arms around him. I never kissed him or anything like that. None of that. Thank God I didn't. God is good. But I didn't do anything that would make you think that we were more than what we were. And when she was around, I mean, I ain't pressed. I'm going to walk up and hug and speak. Because, there was nothing going on. It would be different if I was, cowarding away and acting like something, like nothing was going on. I had nothing to hide. If she wanted to know what she thought she knew, she could have asked me, and I would have been okay with answering. I have nothing to hide. But, I cut him off, and like she did, I didn't tell him I cut him off, but you could sense it because I wouldn't text him or talk to him or anything. He would always ask me questions about homework or if we had a test or what to bring if we had a test. But that was really all we talked about after that. Because I was like, this is too much. Too much drama. And I'm too old to be dealing with this petty mess. I have a better life to live than this. This is beyond me. No. But I did text him on his birthday and I told him happy birthday and I texted him on Christmas. And that was the last time I talked. No, that was not the last time I talked to him. He Snapchatted me a couple of months ago and asked me how I was doing. And I was like, I'm good. Hope you're doing well. He said he wants me to be successful as I do him. So we left it at that and we haven't talked since. But yeah. That's how I lost my second best friend. I tell you what, just at this point, keep to yourselves. Because some people just will not act right.
No new friends. No.
Well, that's the end of this video. We will definitely be seeing you in our next Vlogmas post. We would like for you all to like,
comment,
and subscribe. We will see you in our next video.
See you later, lovelies.
Hi guys. Anyways, so
what did you say?